we are going to go to court to challenge what ENUGU put out. We are going to court to challenge the result as announced by ENUGU because we don't accept it at all. We don't agree that it agrees with the votes that were cast. It doesn't agree with the reality on the ground. The reality on the ground is that LP has 14 members of the House of Assembly out of 24 members. LP has 7 members of the House of Reps out of 8 allowed for Enugu State. LP has 2 senators out of the 3 allowed for Enugu State. So the outcome of that election is not in consonance with the wishes of our people, which were expressed democratically until the intervention from Nkanu East, which was aided by persons who were supposed to be midwives of the process, referees of the process. In the gubernatorial outcome in Enugu State, referees took sides against LP, and we have abundant evidence for this, and we're going to challenge it to the limits possible. We're going to challenge that outcome.
Now, according to the PDP, the people of Enugu State rose above clan, religious divide and party to elect Peter Umba. They also said that a member of your party, Chief Oke Ezia, openly declared the governorship election a do-or-die affair without any rebuttal from you. So they are claiming that if any party should be aggrieved, it is the PDP who actually triumphed above all odds. So how would you react to this?
There are several things are being put together to justify the unjustifiable. Okezia is not my spokesman. He doesn't speak for me. He has explained the context of his statement, and I was not minded to get into it because it was part of the mines, the booby traps. All that effort to bring me into it were part of the booby traps that PDP set to bring me into the fray unnecessarily. Okezia is an adult. He spoke within a context, and he explained that he had explained that he was quoted out of context, and that matter should have ended. You know, even when PDP tries to bring in Nsukka local government into the fray, into the argument, oh, Nsukka is big, Nkanu is big, it's just a cynical manipulation of issues for those who don't know. Nsukka LGA is one of the biggest, in terms of population, one of the biggest LGAs in Enugu State. It has always been the bellwether LGA. What Nsukka does decides the electoral outcome. Nsukka gave me 30,000 votes, justifiably so, and gave PDP 10,000 votes. And at the point when all the results from Enugu State had come in, I was leading with 14,000 votes. All the results, except in Nkanu East. Nkanu East is the home LGA of Peter Umba, who is the PDP candidate. 3 accreditations were done simultaneously in Nkanu East. 1 for the House of Assembly, 1 for the senatorial election, which held on the same day because our senatorial candidate was killed a few days to his election, so it was postponed, and the governorship. These cards were issued simultaneously, and the voters that Beavers captured for the House of Assembly was 7,000 plus. For Senate, 7,000 plus. For governorship, 7,000 plus. Nkanu East, where the governor comes from, the governorship candidate of PDP comes from St. Peter Umba, had never, ever in the history of electoral process thrown anything more than 8,000 votes. So as I was leading with 14,000 votes, they are waiting only for Nkanu East. And this waiting for was organized. It was a conspiracy by PDP working in concert with some people in ENUGU. So this result came later, and they got 30,000 votes. 30,000 votes where the registered number of voters was about 30,000. Registered total number. BVs collected about 20,000. Accreditation was about 20,000. Total register was 30,000. BV, 7,000. They don't throw in 30,000 votes. From where? So my people, agents of labor and PDP at ABGA, protested and said they didn't accept that outcome. Then in the midst of that, there was a call maybe from Abuja, I don't know where, and the process was interrupted. And for 3 days, Enugu State was waiting. Enugu State waited for 3 days. And eventually, they were asked to go and review. It was reviewed downwards. And Mr. Peter Mba was awarded 16,000. And then I was left at 1,000. I was left at 1,000. And then it turned out that Mr. Peter Mba of PDP was now leading with 3,000. And all that has thrown up questions. Where does Abuja come in the review of a collation that was ongoing? The pundits have said that it's illegal, that the collection officer should be allowed to do his job. So the issue is that BVAs collected, bypass collected, was 7,000. And it agrees with what happened in the Senate, in the governorship, and in the House of Assembly. So 30,000 votes from where? So when my agents presented this anomaly, then the agent for PDP threw in Nsukka as a decoy. ENUGU also ran Nsukka through the beavers and found out that Nsukka had no issue. There was no problem at all. So even when people in the news, like yourself, for instance, mention Nsukka alongside Nkano East, they are just falling to the manipulations of the information as being done by PDP. Nsukka is the biggest LGA in Enugu State. Nsukka, in the last election, Nsukka gave 50,000 votes to the governor, to the senatorial candidate who defeated the governor. 50,000 votes to the person who defeated the House of Reps candidate. So even when Nsukka gave me 30,000, is a step down of what happened 2 weeks before that election. And Nsukka should give me 30,000 votes because most of my life I've lived in that place. I'm intimately connected with that local government. Even as I'm talking to you, my mother lives there. We have lived there all our lives. We have participated in the activities. I went to the University of Nigeria in Nsukka. I'm the president of our alumni of my secondary school that I attended to, which is placed in the Nsukka area. So Nsukka is like sees me in a way as a homeboy. So when you place Nsukka and Nkano, they're just placing incomparables together. You have to push the narrative that PDP is pushing. The fact is that the beavers collected on Nkano East was 7,000 plus. And the votes recorded for PDP was 30,000 plus. And the laws are clear on what should happen when there's a overvote. Those laws were not applied. And these laws were applied in Abia. And the OT was announced. It was applied in KB. In other places where there's overvote, even in Enugu State, in the same election, overvote of just 4 votes in Oji River, ENUGU postponed, did not announce our House of Assembly candidate, who was leading with 900 votes. ENUGU postponed it. Overvote of 4 in a ward, in a polling unit. So now there's an overvote of more than 15,000 or 20,000 for somebody who was leading with 14,000 votes. And an LGA that has 7,000 registered voters now was accorded 30,000. And they were taken to Abuja and back. And he said, okay, dash him 16,000. Keep Edoga still at 1,800. The stress on the system that all these things throw up are just worrisome and challenging. I just think that people who are put into national positions, should just do their work well. So that all these stresses, go to the court. The courts are also human beings. You are pushing your own failings, your own compromises, your own integrity challenges. You are pushing into the court when the obvious could have happened, and everyone will be happy. So that they are saying, go to court. So that the same challenges on the system will continue. The same pressures on human beings will continue. So people in Enugu State are not happy about the outcome. The outcome of the election, as announced by ENUGU, is not in consonance with the wishes of our people, expressed in all the elections announced so far.
Okay.
I've said so. They're not in consonance. We have 2 senators out of 3. We have 7 House of Reps members out of 8.
Mr.
We have
Yoga.